Hello everybody, good day to all. And this is the application for the user is going to book the system. Okay, system in the sense we have the lab, and in the lab we have the multiple systems, and we are just occupying the system for the 30 minutes. Actually, here behind the scenarios, behind the screen scenarios, what is the business logic which we are following here is we can maintain that multiple users here, so we can have the n number of users, and then we are handling that all the users informations and all the details are we are just to make it as a event to all the process and all, but we are not directly storing into the database, just we are using that for its kind of mark, just we are storing into the backend, uh, our browser local storage. Okay, so here we have the functionalities called sign in and sign in sign up. So here you can see if you are enter any, we have handled the validations as well. If you are enter without the username password, it will ask your validations. These are all basic field level validations. So you can, for example, if I just enter the long numbers, it will validate your pattern as well. Email must be a valid email. And then if you see, already we are maintained in our we are maintaining the two admin privileges that was in the auth handler. So you can see here our valid users. We have the two admins, one is admin and Steam, and you can have these permissions for to log in with that, as well as this is sign in process. Okay, already we have the admin privileges, you can able to see, and you can able to log in, and once it's successfully log in, it will redirect to the dashboard. And here is the login, which user logged in, you can get their username here. Okay, so now I just sign out from here, and once you logged in, you can able to see your browsers in the local storage. When you go to here, and in the application tab, under this application tab itself, we can see your what are the users which you have created here in your local. So admin have created, this is a registered user. Okay, and these are all the histories which already is there. So so with the two users, we are just logged in. And if you want to go to the sign up, what I am doing is I'm just creating the new one. It's a new user one at test.com. We have some pattern, normal email pattern is there. So you can give some username as new user, and you have the email ID is the one, and password is we don't so far we somehow we didn't handle any password pattern and all. So just we are doing normal. There is no any validation of the password, so I just give the password. So you can see the user will be created here after sign up. It will store it in your data. Yeah, you can see here, right? In the user authentication, the user will be added here. Okay, once you have successfully logged in, okay, we have the three dashboards. The one is we have the alert section. Here we give the actions, and another actions or something else in futures. So we have the dashboards to bring this in later. We will bring some if any events are which you are getted, and if any consider here new task or new order for the we are considering as asset in for example, in current in booking systems, wherever go we are saying as the asset, and we have multiple child components. Okay, maybe components, maybe the we can book the computers, or we can book any other assets. Okay, so we are just more by default we have had it here, and we can see that detailed wise. Okay, so far it is just mock, we are mocked this UI for the look and feel. And here you can see our username, what the username which are given, we are just showed it here. So this is login logout, this functionality which we are achieved. This is for mock, and if you want to do it in the backend, we can write it in the express or any what are the familiar, even though if you are a java guy, you can write it in the spring boot guy, spring boot, and you can do it. And then you can see this is the dashboard. So in the dashboard, it will be redirected to the after successful login, you can redirect to here, and this is the workstation. So here workstations we have considered, this is the workstation ID, and we have the disk number. The user is going to be resolve any workstation system for 30 minutes. So here the business behind the business logic is uh, per user can any number of user can be logged in. Okay, if it is a new user, it will store it in your local storage. Okay, there is no any restriction for sign up and all. Okay, but and once sign up is done, then directly it will redirect to the dashboard and you can able to see the workstation and you can book the system which you are want. Okay, and here per user can able to book their system maximum 90 days per day, 90 minutes per day. Okay, that means you can do it in the 30 minutes of chunk. Okay, so 30 minutes of chunk and maximum they can book for 90. So we can have the combination of, we can split it into the 30 minutes chunk in this 30 30 30. So per day they can able to book their system for more only for the 90 days. So this is the what we need to do it. So this is the this is the simple task which we are achieved it here. So what I did is, these are also for mock and for reservations and also we are not real time, we are mapped it here. And if can we can also map it here, we have the react schedules are there, and we can have any callbacks as well uh, to behind, we can run the con jobs to see their status update, and we can have the flag as well. So like that we can bring it. So is the common one. So here as well as pagination also there. So and also we can handle the any number of users. But when the user is logged into our application, this application, they should be able to only log for 30 minutes for the day. Okay, so they also can able to book for next day as well, because next day also they can book for only 90 days. Okay, so here we are having the actions, book is the action. So here you can edit and delete. So far what we did, the action is the both actions are redirect to the workstation only, that detailed workstation. This is that just grid table, we can have the a table one, and we can have all the actions here. So once you give the book, it will go to the detailed page. So here there is the what is the another condition which you are following here is, in the workstation we are just segregated only the 5 days. Okay, so the end user can or an end user or admin can able to do only for the 5 days, not more than days. Okay, that should be a disable for the user, so they can able to book it for only next days. Okay, so that the reason we are giving the current day as the today as we are showing as the start date. Okay, and also we are mentioning the time as 12 hours. For example, morning 6 a.m to evening 6 p.m. So we are considering us two, and also we have the separates of events of only 30 minutes. So if you want to create any new event, for example, right now I'm login as a new user. If I'm just having the new user, maybe I can have the user one. So by default the title will be there, and the validation also minimum three characters should be there. And also you can have the start time and end time. So 30 minutes of chunk, it by default it will taken, because we are handled in the backend event. Okay, so once you are confirmed, the event has been created here. Okay, for the user one. Okay, for the user one I have created the one booking system. So I have booked for the system 6 a.m to 6:30 a.m. Now what I did is, I want to book the system one by 8:30 a.m. So if I want to book this at this is also the user one. Okay, so if I you can see the time is 8:30 to 9. So you can see that 8:30 to 9, it's second time you have booked it. And again we can book it for the 10:30 to 11, or we can have the evening. So 2 to 2:30 we are booking, and this is for the new user. Okay, so new user one, you can see the by basic by default time itself. Now you can able to book for only the 90 days per day if you want. So you can see this is our current date is current time is 16. So if I try to book any other event by today, we are having the validations here. So users 3, sorry, we are new user one, right? So if you give, we are getting the validation as cannot book more than 3 times. 3 times in the sense you can book maximum 1.5 hours, that means 90 minutes per day by the user. Okay, if you are logging as some other user, you can also book for the same every users have the limitations for only the 90 days. Okay, if the same user come and they are going to log in here, already it is booked. So when you are click, you can able to edit or delete only. So the same booking cannot be booked for the other users as well. Okay, now you can see the three users are logged in here. Now I'm just going to log off, and I just create a new user 2, and I'm coming with the new user 2 one. So new user 2 test dot one. Now I'm just put it as new user 2. Okay, and sorry, I'm doing the sign up. You can new user 2. Okay, so the username is one and the password will be the same. So I just doing the sign up. So after sign up, as I said earlier, directly we are logged into the here. We can have the SSO or else we can bring OTP, whatever you wanted. Now the workstation, these are marked away for the reference. We can achieve it easily, so that put it as a simple one. We can show this. You can see right now we are used I logged as a new user 2, and here you can see the three bookings. I have booked the timings for the three systems. So the system is allotted for me 30 minutes, 30 minutes, and 30 minutes. The time would be 6 to 6:30 and 8:30 to 9 and 2 to 2:30. So I have booked the system for this 1.5 hours in a day. Okay. Now consider the new user too. Now I try to come and book the event. It doesn't allow me to book it to the same time. So I can able to have the provision to book it here. Now I am just coming here and I can book the title as the new user too. Now but you can see the time would be by default it will take. Okay. Now I have booked for you can 7 to 7:30 also new user too. Okay. So I have created the two bookings now. So I have the limit more than I am booking for 5:30 to 6 on the same day. So new user two. So 5:36 I have did the same thing. Now the user two also created the three bookings. That means 1.5 hours they have booked, they have reached the maximum their per day limit. So now what I do is I just going to book for the system 1:30 to 2. When I try to do that, we have the validations. We will have the validations cannot book more than 3 times. So we are handling the user specific. So if it is more than 3 times for the day, it can you're not able to proceed with the timings. And if you want the user also, for example, I can create here. Okay, now for example, uh, next day, new one, new user two. Okay, I just copy here. I'm just booking the three events now. And here the refresh is not happening. The unfocused cannot do. Okay, there is not an error. Just I didn't close that error one. Now I clicked for I have created booked for the three days. Now I am going to book the event for the next. Okay, so tomorrow also I try to give it a means I get a validations on that. So even though user what the user one or user to any user can book their per day limit is for 1.5 hours. Even the Saturday, Monday, that means future days, current day plus 4 days, that means 5 days they can book for maximum they can, but they can day two, sorry, day three, new user one. So they can able to create it, the event. So this is what the booking stations. Okay, computer reservations kind of things we can have it. And once we see right, so user one, user two, user three, so these details and all we can bring it here in the station table. And we can show the three dots on that. Maybe you can put it as three dots, and we can show that timing would be as well instead of reserved. Maybe we can show some the timing from time to time, which time it is reserved here and on the specific day. So we can have the search as well to multiple column search to based on that what station id or user id. Based on that we can bring that. Yeah, so this is what we done for the booking station. Yeah, so I think I have covered all those things. Yeah, thank you all.